Okay, guys, what I did to the piston hemispheres is here. Let me get a pointer. Hold on. All right. In here, there used to be a ridge on both sides. I ground the ridges down so there will be a little bit more of an area for combustion. And there also was a ridge here, and same on that side. I ground those down. So that might add maybe a little bit more of a bang. I might get maybe a half a horsepower, maybe a third of a horsepower out of that. My valves are good. I cleaned the valves up. I cleaned the valve stems. All four of them are good. And them goddamn valves are expensive. There's the new crankshaft. I put the chain on it. The timing chain's permanently on. There's two chain guides. That's one. The other chain guide, I think it's on the bench over there. These bolts here, those are to bolt the crankshaft down. I'm going to save the old crankshaft. I'm going to still try to get the piston off. I'm going to save it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the engine together. We're going to make a dry run. And then we're going to take it apart again. That way there, I know where everything goes. And all the bolts are going to be put in with red high-temperature thread locker. Now, the next step is everything's getting sandblasted. I mean, the crank isn't going to get sandblasted. The crank's going to get... I'm going to blow the crank off with compressed air. Because there is metal burrs on everything. But we're going to sandblast our head. And we're going to sandblast our engine halves. And then we're going to blow everything off with compressed air. Here's my new cylinder head. As you see, they're honed. He already honed the cylinders out. The pistons have new rings on them. Here, let's see if we can turn this over. See if we can get a shot of the inside there. So that's cool. Yeah, because the other cylinders, man, the other jugs, they were just... Naturally, he has to be everywhere in here walking in all kind of metal burrs. Hold on, I have to get him out of here. Yeah, the only thing with that new set of jugs is I have to scrape that piston, the gasket off. And here's the old one here. You know, the old one I might try to... Because I had, I don't know if you guys are familiar with what happened to that piston. You can't make it out anymore. But the cylinder wall is pretty scored up. It's really scored on I think it's number 1 is real scored really bad. And I didn't want to hone it out at all. I mean, the cylinders are thick. There's probably enough room to hone it. What I might do in the future with this motorcycle, I might turn it into a stroker. I just might send this out and have it bored out and have a new set of pistons put in with it. I don't know. I might not. I'm going to have to think about that a little bit. But there's my engine halves down there. Everything's out of them. There's absolutely nothing whatsoever in them. All the gears are out. I even took 3 of the long bolts out, because you know what I had to do in order for me to get that crankshaft out, I couldn't take the piston off. The piston's it's like it's welded onto the connecting rod, so I had to actually take out 2 of the long rods, 2 of the long bolts and 2 of the long studs in order to get the crankshaft out, guys. But the crankshaft, what it does is it actually bolts on to the left side of the engine half. Okay, guys, this is the, I guess you can call this the or hold on a minute. I don't even, you know what? I don't think this is the left side, matter of fact. Oh, yeah, it is. This is your left side. This is the left side of the engine. See, now what happens is your crankshaft bolts into that with those bolts right there. The one bolt goes in there and the studs go in the rest of them. That's the very first thing you put in is your crankshaft. And all these bolts have to be put in with high temperature red thread locker. Then after that's bolted down and torqued down, then you put your transmission in. Now I'm still waiting on my manual because there's a certain technique and order that the bolts have to go in, and there's also a torque setting, which I don't have that available to me right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to put it in without tightening everything down. We're going to make like a dry run. We're going to put the crankshaft in, we're going to put the transmission in, and I'm not going to put the engine halves together. Then I'm going to take it apart again. That way there, we'll make sure where everything goes, and that'll be that. But what we're going to do first, guys, is we're going to clean the engine cases off. We'll sandblast them, and then we'll squirt everything out. We'll squirt our bearings out here real good, and then we'll blow everything off with compressed air.